Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to the 52nd meeting of the Board of Governors of the University of Haifa. Dear Amir family, Mrs. Herta Amir, Orna and Kinan, Michal and Ken, Mr. Yona Yahav, Mayor of the City of Haifa, faculty, distinguished speakers, and guests. Welcome to the Cornerstone laying ceremony of the Herta and Paul Amir School of Medicine. My name is Efrat Shadmi, and I'm a full professor at the Department of Nursing and Vice Dean of Research Affairs at the Faculty of Social Welfare and Health Sciences. I am a nurse and a graduate of our first class of the Department of Nursing, and I hold a PhD from the Johns Hopkins Bloomberg School of Public Health. My research focuses on ways to achieve better health outcomes, especially for people with multiple chronic conditions who require a person-centered, integrated, equitable approach to care. The Faculty of Social Welfare and Health Sciences, second largest faculty at our university, uniquely combines social welfare and health sciences within our 11 schools and departments, including physiotherapy, occupational therapy, nursing, communication science disorders, medical imaging, art therapy, public health, human services, gerontology, social work, and community mental health. During the past couple of years, in my role as Vice Dean of Research Affairs, and under the leadership of our Dean, Professor Israel Isidoron, we've established collaborative research programs with all healthcare organizations in the Haifa and northern region. We especially take pride in our collaboration with the Carmel Medical Center, our strategic partner. Together, we have jointly formed a research fund that provides support for research combining physicians, nurses, physiotherapists, and many other faculty and health professionals to generate breakthrough research. This approach will also serve as one of the pillars of our future School of Medicine. To begin, we have a very special tribute for this festive occasion, sent to us from none other than the President of Israel, Mr. Yitzhak Herzog. Let's watch it together.
Dear friends, it is a great pleasure for me to send my warmest congratulations to all of you from the President's residence in Jerusalem on this very special occasion. Today, we lay the cornerstone for the Herta and Paul Amir School of Medicine at the University of Haifa, a new educational center that will make an extremely important contribution to the university, to Israel's north, and to Israel in general. I want to express my deepest gratitude to you, dear Herta, Orna, Michal, and your families. Paul, of blessed memory, came to Israel after the Holocaust and helped build the country with his two hands at Kibbutz Yechiam, and you continue to play a key role in building our national home, leaving the trace of your generosity and heart across the arts, sciences, and the medical fields in Israel. The establishment of this School of Medicine is particularly meaningful for several reasons. Haifa University and the city of Haifa are symbols of wonderful mosaic and tapestry of Israeli society. Strengthening them is also strengthening diversity, which is Israel's greatest resource, especially as we confront enemies from outside our borders and seek to expand war and peace across the Middle East. Diversity is a resource we must cultivate. At this School of Medicine, students of every religion and background will come together to learn how to care for their fellow citizens. This is crucial and critical for our national well-being and resilience, as we saw clearly as of the massacre of October 7th and ever since. And we do not forget for a moment our hostages and our loved ones who fell in defense and protection of our people. Laying the cornerstone for this medical school is an important statement. Our enemies spread terror, we will sanctify life. They seek to sow division, we will deepen coexistence. They aim to destroy, we will build and rebuild. So dear Herta, Orna, and Michal, and the Amir family, thank you for being true friends and partners. My dear friend Professor Rubin, the outgoing president, and the entire leadership of Haifa University, Clalit Health Services, and the Carmel Medical Center, thank you all for your vision and tireless work. And thank you to all of you from the bottom of my heart. And may we all hear good news, and may our hostages come back home as soon as possible. Toda rabah.
On behalf of everyone here, I extend our gratitude to President Herzog. We thank the President for sending us these warm and inspiring words. Now, dear guests, I have the great pleasure of inviting our President, Professor Ron Rubin, to deliver his remarks.
Thank you. This is such an important occasion for us, for the country, for everyone. And to think that it was born in my living room. One day, Yossi called me up and said, please, I'd like to talk to the entire leadership of the university. We figured out that the easiest spot would be my home, sort of midway between Tel Aviv and Haifa. Chinese lunch, exactly. We had a Chinese lunch there. And this was born. Maybe a week later, we had a visit at Carmel Medical Center where we dropped this bombshell, and it took off. And then I went to Los Angeles, to Herta's favorite restaurant, where we sat down, and I very hesitantly asked Herta, what does she think of this? She immediately understood the importance of this event, and here we are, less than 6 months after that wonderful meeting in my living room. So here we are. It is a great occasion. I thank all of you for being here, all our friends, of course, from Carmel, but I see many friends here from Rambam as well, and we're pleased to see you here. There are lots of speeches, so I'm going to end here and wish you all a great day.
Thank you, President Ron Rubin. Thank you for your role in making this vision a reality. We are honored to have with us today Professor Yosef Mekori, Professor Emeritus of Internal Medicine at the Faculty of Medical Health Sciences at Tel Aviv University and Chairman of the Higher Education Planning and Budgeting Committee, also known to many as VATAT. It is my pleasure to invite Professor Mekori to address us this morning.
Distinguished guests, members of the Amir family, colleagues, friends, good morning. It is an immense honor and privilege to stand before you today on this momentous occasion, the inauguration of the new medical school at the University of Haifa. This institution, renowned for its commitment to excellence in education and research, is now embarking on a transformed journey that will not only shape the future of healthcare in Israel, but also inspire a new generation of medical professionals. The establishment of this medical school is a testament to the University of Haifa's dedication to advancing knowledge, fostering innovation, and addressing the critical needs of our society. It reflects our collective aspiration to provide top-tier medical education, cutting-edge research opportunities, and exceptional healthcare services. This new school will be a beacon of hope and a center of excellence, attracting brilliant minds and nurturing them to become the compassionate and skilled healthcare leaders of tomorrow. As the chairman of the Planning and Budgeting Committee of the Israel Council for Higher Education, I have witnessed firsthand the meticulous planning, unwavering commitment, and collaborative efforts that have brought us to this point. The journey to establish this medical school has been a complex and demanding endeavor requiring the collaboration and support of numerous stakeholders, from government bodies and educational institutions to healthcare providers such as Clalit Health Services and the community at large. Of note is the cooperation and coordination with the Technion, a necessary step that will support and guarantee the success of this endeavor. The University of Haifa's new medical school will offer a dynamic and comprehensive curriculum designed to equip students with the knowledge, skills, and ethical foundation necessary to excel in the ever-evolving field of medicine. Here, students will be encouraged to think critically, to challenge existing paradigms, and to pursue innovative solutions to the healthcare challenges of our time. They will be guided by distinguished faculty members who are not only experts in their fields, but also passionate educators dedicated to shaping the next generation of medical professionals. Moreover, I trust that this institution will foster a culture of research and innovation, encouraging students and faculty alike to engage in groundbreaking research that addresses real-world health issues. From basic science to clinical applications, the research conducted here will contribute to the global body of medical knowledge and translate into tangible benefits for patients and communities. The partnership and collaboration forged through this medical school will extend far beyond its walls, creating a network of excellence that spans local, national, and international boundaries. The Council for Higher Education recognized the strategic importance of this project. We saw an opportunity to not only expand medical education, but also to tailor it to the specific needs of Israel's north, with a focus on underserved communities, public health initiatives, and cutting-edge research. This medical school will become a beacon of innovation. The University of Haifa, with its esteemed faculty and commitment to social responsibility, was the perfect fit for this endeavor. This institution has a long history of academic excellence and a deep connection to the community it serves. I have no doubt that the Haifa Medical School will become a national leader in areas like geriatric care, population health, and the unique medical challenges faced by Israel's diverse communities. In closing, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to the Amir family, to everyone who has played a role in bringing this vision to life, to the University of Haifa's leadership, faculty, and staff, and to our partners in government, healthcare, and the broader community. Your support and collaboration have been invaluable. Thank you and good luck.
Thank you, Professor McCoy, for your words and for being with us here this morning on this special occasion. The largest provider of health services in Israel, Clalit Health Services, will be a central partner in our School of Medicine. This morning, we have several important guests who have joined us to celebrate this road we're embarking upon together. I have the pleasure of inviting Mr. Eli Cohen, the Director General of Clalit Health Services and a graduate of our university. Mr.
Good morning all, the Mayor of Haifa, Yona and his wife, Professor Rivka, Professor Ron Rubin, thank you for your warm words. Mrs. Herta, Amir and the family, thank you for your donation. Senior representative and my friend from the Minister of Health, from Clalit Health Service, from Carmel Medical Center, and other distinguished guests. Dear guests, today we are honoring an important milestone in the training and qualification of Israel medical personnel. We are starting to build a new medical center in the northern of Israel that will train our next generation of physicians. On a personal note, as a gratitude of Haifa University and as a former lecturer at Haifa University, and as a proud father to a student at the university, I am happy to be here at this important ceremony. It is so impressive to see how much the university has developed, grown, and extends. And this is the best proof that the donation has reached the right place. I would like to express my deepest gratitude and appreciation to Mrs. Herta Amir for her generation donation and for understanding the importance for future generation and their vital medical needs. The biggest problem of the Israel health system is the shortage of doctors, so your donation is very important. And also much gratitude and appreciation to Professor Chaim Bitterman, who is leading an establishment, not alone, with a team, the medical school. Certainly most of you know that Professor Bitterman is part of Clalit DNA. He served as Chief Medical Officer of Clalit and as Director of the Internal Medicine Division at Carmel Medical Hospital. We at Clalit are proud to be key partner in this project. University of Haifa New Medical School will have strong academic ties with Clalit Hospital, with Clalit 500 community clinics all over the northern. All our clinics are part of this project and are open for the student, for research and for studies. Furthermore, there will be a special emphasis on medical education and research and, of course, training of the next generation of physicians and medical staff. The major news, this is a major news to all of us in the North, and I am living in the North. Several important players joined to force to enable this establishment of medical science school, and we are at Clalit are delighted and grateful for the productive cooperation between the outstanding terms of the University of Haifa. And in the end, I want to join the prayer of Israel President and hope for the return of all the hostage, recovery of the wounded, safe return of our soldiers, and for better and peaceful times for all us here in Israel. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Cohen. Now I'm honored to invite Dr. Orly Weinstein, the Deputy Director of Clalit Health Services and Head of its Hospitals Division. Please.
Shalom, Boker Tov, distinguished guests, dear friends. In the past year, Clalit Health Services had the honor of collaborating in a number of significant processes in the healthcare arena, which will have a positive effect on the quality of health and quality of life of the citizens of Israel, in particular the residents of the northern part of Israel. Clalit Health Services, founded more than 110 years ago, is at the forefront of the healthcare system in Israel. Clalit is the largest and the most advanced health organization in the state of Israel, providing medical services to more than half of the Israeli citizens and one-third of the country's hospitalization beds. As a multidisciplinary health organization, we are constantly working to expand the services provided to our clients. Clalit is leading the quality of medical services in combination and continuity of care between its hospitals and community, in the field of innovation, and by raising awareness to the importance of culture of health and disease prevention. Together, we will achieve the best medical practice in Israel and in the world. And together, we'll create, and with creative thinking, we will build the optimal training for our medical school students. Clalit teaches and trains thousands of students every year, not only medical students, but also nursing, physiotherapy, radiology technicians, and many, many more. We provide them with the state-of-the-art studies. Nevertheless, we are happy and excited from the new challenge. Our powerful combination will accomplish the best medical doctors in Israel with deep understanding of all levels of medical care, from the patient's home through the clinic and to the hospital, with an emphasis on comprehensive view, combining the various treatments professions and the paramedical professions. I would like to thank you and congratulate our new partners in Haifa University. Thank you for the opportunity to take a part in such a significant event. I wish us a fruitful and joyful partnership influencing the world of health and medicine. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Weinstein. As we have heard, Clalit runs and manages many excellent medical centers and community services. One of these leading medical centers is the Carmel Medical Center. I have the great pleasure of inviting Dr. Avi Goldberg, the CEO of the Carmel Medical Center.
Mr. Yona Yahav, Mayor of Haifa, Mrs. Herta Amir, and the Amir family, honorable friends of the State of Israel, the city of Haifa, and its university. Professor Ron Rubin, President of the University of Haifa, Professor Gurul Roy, the incoming president, Professor Yossi Makori, head of the Planning and Budgeting Committee, the VATAT, Mr. Eli Cohen, CEO of Clalit, and Dr. Orly Weinstein, the Deputy CEO and head of the hospital division, distinguished guests. In the past couple of months, a joint team from Clalit and the University of Haifa has been working on this inspiring project of planning a new medical school in northern Israel. Israel's population is growing and aging rapidly, and we will need more physicians to treat our patients. Israel is well known for its excellent medical schools, training bright and skilled doctors, and yet fewer than half of our physicians are trained here in Israel. Our joint project will provide Israel with more excellent, homemade, committed physicians that will be devoted to their communities. As CEO of Carmel, one of Israel's finest hospitals and an excellent teaching hospital, as well as a senior manager in Clalit, I declare that together we will do everything to create the best medical school. It will be innovative in its training methods, combining science and technology with humanity and patients and community-centered medicine. We will educate the future generation of physicians to strengthen medicine and healthcare in northern Israel, in Haifa, the Krayot, the Galil, for its diverse Jewish, Arab, and Druze population. I deeply thank you, Mrs. Amir, for your generous support in this historic endeavor. I thank the leadership of the Haifa University, with whom I have been privileged to work in recent months, to my mentors and colleagues in Clalit, CEO Eli Cohen and Dr. Weinstein, and a special thanks to Professor Chaim Bitterman, definitely the right man for the job of bringing this to a successful start. May we all bless Shehecheyanu in October of 2025 in the opening ceremony of the new Haifa University Faculty of Medicine. Amen.
Thank you, Dr. Goldberg. We look forward to this partnership. As we celebrate new beginnings, we acknowledge the challenges Israel is currently facing. In combat, emergency medical services in the battlefield mean that more lives of our soldiers are saved and debilitating injuries are prevented. The speedy and professional response is led by doctors such as Dr. Lior Ben-Tzvi, an orthopedic surgeon from the Carmel Medical Center, and a combat physician in the reserves who has recently been on the battlefield in Gaza. He is with us this morning and will share some of his experiences.
Good morning. My name is Dr. Lior Ben-Tzvi, and I am an orthopedic surgeon and a foot and ankle specialist from the Carmel Medical Center in Haifa. And the first thing I would like to say is that I'm very thankful, because standing here symbolizes a lot for me. I remember the night of my high school prom, and upon taking the last few steps at the high school that night, both literally and metaphorically, I have established the notion that I had two major goals in life. One is to become a frontline soldier at the service of my country, and the other was to become a physician. Now, back then, those two goals were not meant to be fulfilled together. I'm standing before you today because I've recently completed a 3.5 months tour of service as a combat physician with the medical search and evacuation platoon of the 261st Infantry Division, operating mainly at the northern part of the Gaza Strip. What you are about to see, but mainly hear now, is a pitch dark video taken through the body camera of one of my platoon's chief's medic, First Sergeant Tal Najari. It was taken during a heavy ongoing battle at the town of Bet Lahia in the northern sector of the Gaza Strip. The battle took place on December 24th. We operated under fire. 3 IDF soldiers were hit by a grenade thrown at them over a house wall. And after that, intense fire exchange started between us and Hamas. What you have just heard here is, in one word, chaos. We face difficult and chaotic situations. In spite of the fact that orthopedic surgery is a demanding field that requires not only technical skills, but also critical thinking, to be honest, I was not really ready for the complex circumstances I would face in a battle zone. For example, entering a small room at the 6th floor of an apartment building, being exposed, machine guns are still blazing away at the enemy from the windows, noise is unbearable, trying to stabilize and treat a soldier who got shot in the chest. Even though he was wearing the protective ceramic vest, which was supposed to save his life, the bullet still got him just between the plates. You can tell the injury is most likely fatal. We try our best to treat him and to get him to the hospital as soon as possible, carrying him on a gurney through a hole in the wall, just like this one here, which was opened up by a missile just moments earlier. Trying to use my field equipment, which, although advanced and useful, sometimes just isn't enough to replace our capabilities at the hospital. Trying to ease the pain on the very bumpy Gaza road. And the sense of fear. Of course, you are fearful. Anybody who tells you they are not afraid is either lying or stupid. And the fear for your life is one more component to add to the chaos. On the left side of the screen, those are immensely powerful captured Hamas landmines, which we're ready to use. On the right, a very detailed military instruction manual written by Hamas aimed to inflict as much casualties as possible on IDF soldiers. So medical practice, not only in war, is sometimes to be handled with a component of chaos. And it takes composure, readiness, being well-disciplined, devoted, capable, and knowledgeable. As military physicians, we are entrusted with the most sacred task, to care for those who have borne the brunt of conflict and sacrifice. So besides being deeply honored and, as I said, thankful to address you today, I am filled with a sense of optimism and purpose with the establishment of the new Faculty of Medicine at the University of Haifa. And I am confident that the University of Haifa will infuse the next generation of doctors with all the traits which will translate to both civilian and military practice, because this is what our country needs. The combination of the humanistic approach of the university with the expertise of Carmel will optimize public healthcare in northern Israel and is a key to Israel's nation building for future generations. Now, finally, I cannot finish my remarks without thanking my family for putting up with the burden of my lengthy medical education and for managing to keep some semblance of normality while I serve with the Israeli military. Now, On the right of the screen, that's me saying goodbye to my son on the morning of October 7th. On the right, sorry, that's on the left. On the right, that's me upon being discharged from service on January. And as you can tell by looking at my son's Gideon's hair, it was a long war for both of us. And my hair is also somewhat telling. I would like to end with a quote by the great Winston Churchill. This is an unknown canon of Winston Churchill's The Doctor and the Soldier from 1905. The profession of medicine and surgery must always rank as the most noble that man can adopt. The spectacle of a doctor in action among soldiers in equal danger and with equal courage, saving lives where all others are taking it, alleviating pain where all others are causing it, is one which must always seem glorious, whether to God or man. So thank you very much for this honor. Thank you very much for this honor. May God bless our brave soldiers and bring them home safe and victorious, and the Israeli captives back with their families. Am Yisrael Chai.
Thank you for your service, Dr. Ben-Zvi, and thank you for sharing your experience together with us this morning. Now, I think it's time we hear a little bit about our School of Medicine and what makes it so unique. I'm delighted to invite to the podium one of the architects of our school and its academic director, Professor Chaim Bitterman.
I have two pieces of good news. One, this is going to be hard to have. We're going to have a great School of Medicine. And thank you, Herta, for enabling it and the whole Amir family. So that's one piece of good information. The other one is that my presentation will be the shortest one today. Although I must say that they were all short. Only 2 slides with the basic principles. One thing you heard a lot from Efrat Shadmi here. She described in clear colors some of the academic assets which exist here in the university, which we ensure a straight way to a great medical school. One of them, which was described in details by you, okay, you passed this exam, okay, is the Faculty of Social Welfare and Health Sciences, which includes a long, long list of departments and other entities which ensure us of a good collaboration that will happen and will enable the training of modern time physicians who are trained in interdisciplinary environment and can assemble straight into the system. The other one, which hasn't yet been described, is the Faculty of Natural Sciences, with broad scientific and educational offerings in basic medical science. I don't see them here, but here she is, the boss, okay? And they're already involved in the pre-medical studies I'll talk about in a minute, and they are the basic foundation on which we establish our first 3 years of preclinical studies. The university possesses a long list of other outstanding teaching and research programs in social science, education, psychology, which will all be integrated to the medical school's training, viewing what the medical system really needs today. All this was the basis for the foundation of the pre-medical studies program, which already exists here for longer than 10 years. And the graduates of this path have a dual degree in biology and pre-med studies, and some of them will be accepted to our school in a later stage, but this really gives us a lot of confidence that we can we have all the necessary assets to start medical school yet yesterday. And hopefully you'll help us do it tomorrow, okay, very soon. So that's one slide. The other one, you heard a lot about our plans to partner with Clalit Health Services. You heard a lot of the organization, for clinical teaching, while utilizing the existing resources, Carmel Hospital and Clalit community facilities, including primary care, specialty clinics, home specialization, and remote medicine settings. The unique thing is, currently we are forming a steering committee of the University in Haifa and Clalit Health Services, which will lead the effort and will pave the way for a large variety of other possible collaborations in education, research, and innovation to be discussed later. All of this is under the temporary saying a healthcare organization that has the university. So hopefully we'll succeed in fulfilling. And my last slide is to you, Herta, and the Amir family. Thank you very much for your support that really makes this dream come true. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor Bitterman. We appreciate your leadership in this venture. This morning, we're privileged to have with us Mrs. Herta Amir and her family. Mrs. Amir is a visionary who has made this dream a reality. She has helped us take a seed, a promise of something great, and plant it. Today we celebrate this seed being planted in the nourishing soil of the University of Haifa, with the hopes that it will grow to provide a harvest of doctors and excellent medicine. To speak on behalf of the Amir family, I'm honored to invite the daughter of Herta and Paul Zichrono Livracha, Dr. Michal Zalkin, to deliver her remarks.
Good morning. I am Dr. Michal Amir Salkin. And first, I would like to thank everybody who is here from the University of Haifa, who is here from Clalit Health Services, from the city of Haifa, and from all around Israel. The best way to predict the future is to create it. This was said by President Abraham Lincoln, who was the President of the United States during our Civil War, a time of great uncertainty. We're once again in a time of great uncertainty. And I would like to thank everyone at the University of Haifa and my mother, Herta Amir. Herta is a survivor. She survived Bergen-Belsen, and she is a woman who knows that hope is the most powerful when it is supported by action. Hope is the most powerful when it is supported by action. So I would like to thank all the leaders, again, of the University of Haifa, Ron and Guy, of the city of Haifa and of the state of Israel, for imagining what is possible and for making it happen. Thank you.
Thank you, Michal, for your lovely and warm words. We're truly honored to count you and the entire Amir family amongst our friends. Now, for the signing of the scroll to be embedded in the cornerstone of the new Herta and Paul Amir School of Medicine, I invite Mrs. Herta Amir, Professor Ron Robin, our president, Professor Gurel Ro'i, our rector and president-elect, and Professor Chaim Bitterman, the academic director of our school. Please.
Haifa capsule. So, for all of you, this is a groundbreaking ceremony and there's no ground. But what we're doing here is we are placing a copy of the document we just signed into this capsule, and this capsule shall be buried at the first time, at the actual groundbreaking, when we lay the cornerstone of the school. This is what it looks like. And, pardon? It never gets taken out. Never gets taken out, just to be sure. And now we'll all drink l'chaim.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will now raise a toast in honor of the Herta and Paul Amir School of Medicine, a wonderful and blessed addition to the University of Haifa, as well as to the entire Amir family who made it possible. To the Herta and Paul Amir School of Medicine, to the Amir family, to the University of Haifa, l'chaim. Please, everyone, take a seat. We would like everyone to take a seat.
Just a second, Herta. Historical day.